Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website building platform that's here to help you stand out and thrive online. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. In yesterday's video we did a little unboxing, and when I say little, I do mean little yet expensive unboxing of a Halloween home decor subscription box. And I asked y'all in the comments if you'd like to see a recreation of that, and thankfully y'all said yes, because I already went shopping for the things. I kind of had to have a quick turnaround on that one because, you know, Halloween is like a few days away, as in like 4. So that means the Christmas stuff has been out for like several weeks now, and the Halloween things are dwindling very quickly. However, that does also mean that I was able to get some sales, some discounts, which I love. So today we're gonna go one by one, item by item, everything that I got in the $89.99 subscription box and compare it to what I was able to pick up for hopefully less money, we'll see at the end, at Home Goods and Michaels. But at the end of this comparison, I'd love to know what you all think. Do you like the box better? Do you like my items better? Do you like some from the box, some from mine? Mix, match, or both? Whatever your opinion is, I would love to hear it. Basically, these types of videos are just my way of like showing an alternative. Like if you don't want to get this box or it's a little too expensive for you, there are alternatives out there where you can pick out stuff that you really like and you're going to use and stuff that fits your needs and your lifestyle, and you don't have to rely on a more expensive subscription. However, if you enjoy the surprise, if you don't have any Home Goods or, you know, shopping locations near you, getting a box like that can just be like a fun little once a season, once a holiday thing. However, I do think that the $89.99 price tag on the holiday haul box that we just got was a ridiculous price for what we received inside of it. So, you know, if you want to get it, that's perfectly fine. That's really fine. But if you'd like to potentially save some money and get some things maybe that you prefer, there are options out there. So for this box recreation, I actually started my hunt at Michaels. I usually just go straight for Home Goods, beeline for it. But this time we went to Michaels because they do usually have sales. Always. You know, a lot of these places, arts and craft stores that sell home decor, home goods, that kind of stuff, usually they have like, oh, this is the price, but guess what? There's a huge sale. It's never a sale because it's all the time. Anywho, I thought maybe they would have some like pretty good clearance on whatever they had left for Halloween, and you know, it was fine, 50% off, perfectly fine, but there wasn't a ton left. We still have all of November to go through. Thanksgiving, turkey time, pumpkin pie, but there really wasn't much Halloween or fall. However, upon like first walking in, I saw like immediately almost a perfect dupe for one of the items inside of the box. So if you guys remember, we got ourselves little boo bites here in the flavor of candy corn, which apparently is supposed to taste like marshmallows and honey. I still think buttered corn is like real on point. It smells just like butter. So we have our little boo bites from the box here, and when I walked in, I saw this bag here of Sweet Street gummy treats in the shape of candy corns, just like the boo bites. Like I would almost bet on that these are the same exact candies. However, I am still gonna try it and see if maybe I like this one any better than these. Now I will say, like, I didn't even think about it in the unboxing video. The subscription box was supposed to be like Halloween home decor, and I guess you could, I don't know, lean these out somewhere. There's a little ghosty on them. They are candy corn shaped, but it's not like individually wrapped candies that you could dump into a bowl and have it setting on your entryway or something. These are gummy candies covered in sugar. You can't leave those out in the open. You'll get ants. So it was a little bit disappointing to have one of the items inside of the box like be absolutely not home decor whatsoever. Definitely not something that you could reuse year after year or set out. But still, I was able to find them. I was so excited about that. Now, when I picked up these guys, there was no price tag anywhere. Not on the package, not on like the little hanger bet, anything. But I was looking at a bag of gummies. It looks like there are 20 gummies in here, okay? That's an astonishing number when I get to what I'm about to tell y'all next. So I was like, oh, this can't be more than $3 to $5 regular price. And they were also 50% off. So I was like, daggone, we have a score here. We're getting one of the items in the box like recreated for $1.50, $2.50 max. If we're pushing it, maybe $3. So I get up to the register to check out, and she scans the item and it pops up on the screen and says $9.99. Thankfully, 50% off is $5. So you're telling me, because the serving size is right on here, 1 piece is a serving. It says there's 20 servings per container. So you're telling me originally this was 50 cents per candy kern? Michaels, I don't even know what to say. I mean, for those prices, Michaels, you might as well be Erewhon. Like if I don't think you could buy anything like this in an Erewhon, but like that's the kind of price I would anticipate. Oh, these actually smell quite different than the original ones. So we have the original ones here, and then we have the smaller version for 50 cents a piece here on the, what is this hand? This is my left, you're right. This one smells definitely like it's trying to be actual candy corn, but this one just smells kind of fruity. So I might end up liking this one better, regardless of how insanely expensive it is. Oh, it's hard. You have no right, Michael. You have no right to charge that much money for me. That's no good. I think where I might have succeeded in like visual replication of the candy, the taste, not great. I didn't love the original Boo Bites either because I don't love the taste of candy corn, and I didn't love the texture, but at least, at least they're like chewable. These over here seem like they might have been hanging out since like Halloween 1997. A great year for Halloween, but I don't know if I want the candy from said year. We can go ahead and add $5 to our total cost here, and that leaves us with $85 left to spend on a little selection of items. So after leaving Michael's, I went ahead and went straight down to the Home Goods, and upon walking in, there were actually like what seemed to be a good amount of Halloween decorations left, but all of them were on clearance. So you could see the Christmas just encroaching upon the Halloween very quickly. So there wasn't like a ton left, but what was left was on clearance, which I can always appreciate, especially since these prices are going up. That's gonna make this a lot harder for doing like recreation boxes, because what used to be like a $5.99er at Home Goods is now like a $9.99er. Like the prices are increasing, I think personally, pretty quickly. So thankfully I was able to catch some stuff on clearance. One of the first things that I tried to recreate was this little hand towel here. This very cute 100% cotton little interactive ghosty hand towel. We got some dangly bits, we got some flappy bits, some embroidery. I do think it is very cute. It is, however, not a very practical towel, more for like decor purposes, and that's perfectly fine. But for my like actual useful purposes, I needed some kitchen towels that like I'm not afraid to use and touch. So I started looking through all their variety and assortment of towels that they had for Halloween and fall, and they still had a ton left. They really did. But I wanted something a bit more practical and useful while still being kind of cutesy. So I found this set of dish towels, just little Halloween kitty cat faces on them. I thought they were really cute. They kind of gave me a bit of like that vintagey Halloween old school vibe. The inside towel here is just orange, but I thought the little black caps, the orange eyes was very cute. I did also really enjoy the fact that there were 3 of them in this little bundle. They also are 100% cotton, and they just seemed like a much more practical option for the kitchen. Now, like, do I think the little ghosty man is cuter? I do, okay? He's got pom-poms for feet. Yeah, that's hard to beat, but I personally wouldn't use him for like cleaning kitchen purposes, because like what if one of his feet popped off? He'd be pom-pomless. Whereas these guys are actually usable. Throw them in the wash, wipe down counters with them, dry pots and pans, that kind of thing. And I was able to get all of these. They originally were $12.99, but I got them on sale for $10, which, you know, I'll take $3 off, sure. Oh, these are from Miss Martha Stewart. I didn't even notice that. You know, she's been kind of killing it at the Home Goods with her cute little kitty towels and her corn cob candles. So we definitely don't have an exact replication here, but I do think getting 3 towels that I'm actually going to be able to like really use and stuff in the kitchen is just maybe a little bit more useful than the super cute ghosty towel. But let me know what you guys think. We still have the same type of color scheme, very Halloween-y, got oranges and blacks. I think both of them are cute. So far I have spent $15 out of my, we're just gonna say $90 budget. That's a little bit easier than $89.99. So $15 out of my $90 budget. That leaves me with $70 to recreate the rest of the box. Whoops, I'm not so good at math. I meant $75. The next little item I tried to dupe or recreate or replace or just find an alternative for were the little set of salt and pepper shakers. Now these guys are very cute. They have a practical purpose. They are Halloween themed. I personally thought it was going to be very easy to find a little set of like ghosty salt and pepper shakers, which technically it was, and technically I did, but they really didn't match like the vibe and the theme that I was kind of going for with the recreation, or really the vibe and theme of, you know, my Halloween decorations and stuff. So I didn't pick up the more like pinkish purple brightly colored salt and pepper shakers, but there would have been options at the store for like not an exact replication, but like, you know, little Halloween salt and pepper shakers. You can definitely find them. So I started thinking of like other pairs of things or like, you know, multiple objects for kitchen type use that I could use instead. And you know, I was thinking about mugs. I love me a mug, but goodness gracious, I do not need any more mugs. So I just started looking through everything that I could, and then I finally came across these little guys, and I personally think they're very cute. They also are practical, they are a kitchen item, and I think they're precious. We have a set of 4 little ghosty ramekins. I think these are so adorable. And if you guys know, I'm always looking for small bowls of different variations and size. Still slightly convinced my husband's been throwing away my small bowls, but probably not. That's just for the Tupperware. But I use small bowls for so many different things. They're great for, you know, putting like a good amount of ranch in for dipping purposes. Or if you don't love 800 calories worth of ranch to dip your, you know, wings or celery or whatever into. Fruit. Oh, you could do a spooky like little brunch. How would I put boo into that? Boonch? That doesn't work. You can have a spooky little brunch and like, you know, put some fruits in here. You can put yogurt in them. I love me a small bowl. Now it does say that these are ramekins, so I wonder if you could put them in the oven, or were they dishwasher safe? I didn't check. Oh heck yeah, oven safe, dishwasher safe, and microwave safe. Those are very important things to me, all of them. And what also is a very important thing to me is that all 4 of these little guys were on sale for $5. $5. 4 little ramekins, $5. Now, I mean, they were originally only $6.99, which is not a crazy price to begin with, but $5? I'll take that any day. I have no idea how much money they're claiming these little salt and pepper shakers like are worth, but I bet it's more than $5. I bet they're like, oh, this is the $24.99 pair of salt and pepper shakers. $5 for ramekins. And they're adorable. Make it y'all better look. I think they're so cute. Like the little ghosts honestly kind of actually do look a little bit on the spooky side. Like they're not super cutesy little ghosts, which I honestly really like. These also were hand decorated, so everything is just a little bit different. There's variations in all of them, which I also really enjoy. It looks like whenever they did the pottery and then went to glaze them, they just kind of put something here to block out where the ghosts would be and then dipped them and glazed them, so there's like an absence of color around the ghost, so there is actually some texture and stuff to it, which I really like. And yeah, I think they're precious. I really like these. Really quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that I probably will be placing some of these items on my Poshmark. So if you're looking for some last minute fall Halloween decor, you can find it on my Poshmark on my Squarespace website, who also happens to be a sponsor of today's video. As you guys know, I have been working with and using Squarespace for years now for YouTube and both my retail stores. And I love seeing comments from you guys saying that you checked out Squarespace and you're enjoying using the platform too for your own businesses and creative endeavors. Having a website as a business owner is super important, but it's also just really fun to make your own website. Squarespace makes it so easy to build your own custom website. They offer a ton of cool and useful features, like their collection of cutting-edge design tools that allow you to create a unique online presence that perfectly fits your brand or business. The Blueprint AI website builder will help you build a fully custom website in just a few steps. You just enter in some basic information about your business, goals, and personality, and Squarespace will generate premium quality content and personalized design recommendations. Squarespace also offers a huge library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates for you to personalize. They make it so simple to create an eye-catching, bespoke website with no experience required. And of course, your unique custom site needs an equally unique name, and Squarespace Domains makes it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair price with no hidden fees. And if you're a business looking to sell online, whether it's products or services, Squarespace has everything you need to grow your business and get paid all in one place. So if you're looking to build a brand, grow your business, and succeed online, Squarespace has you covered. So check out squarespace.com/AlexandriaRyan for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, use code AlexandriaRyan to save 10% 10% off your first purchase of website or domain. And just thank you so very much to Squarespace for your continued support of the channel. It really means the world to me. Alright, so next up we have one of my favorite items from the original box, which are the little squiggly Fred and Dead candles. I think these are precious. I think they're so cute. You probably could, with the exception of like maybe the squiggles, you could probably achieve a very similar look just with white taper candles and like a Sharpie or like a little tiny paintbrush. If you just like I think you can make an entire like candelabra of ghost looking candles very simply for probably very little money. I could have done that. I could have DIY'd something. I didn't though. I didn't even think about that. However, I have also seen where people have been taking taper candles and like heating them up under warm water, hot water, and bending them into shapes to make squiggles. So if you can figure out how to do that good, I can't apparently figure out how to do that good because I tried one time and snapped a candle in half. Maybe it wasn't the right candle, I don't know. But if you can figure out how to do that, you too can make precious little like squiggly wiggly ghost candles very simply. So I unfortunately was not able to find a little exact dupe copy of these little guys, but I think I found some decently cute little candles, and I think I might have made up for it in like the actual candle holder, but we'll get there in a second. Oh hey, Martha again! Me and Martha Stewart must have very similar tastes. Taste and styles. So the little candles that I was able to come across aren't squiggly wiggly, unfortunately, but they are freaking bats. I love Halloween. So I have a set of just 2 white taper candles here with little bats on them. I think that's pretty cute. They originally, oh, it's covered up the original price tag. I got these for $4. I don't know what the original price tag was though. Okay, the original price on these was $5.99, so just a couple of dollar discount, but I do think they are pretty cute. Not as cute as Fred and Dead, I gotta admit, I gotta say. But I do think that my candle holders might be a little bit cuter than Fred and Dead's candle holders. So at this point, I'm up to $24 out of our $90 budget, which gives us $66 left to spend. And let's go ahead and look at the next item here, which are the candle holders, they're cute, but a little bit on the basic side. So the box came with these 2 like ceramic black little candle holders with like a finger hold in them. I do really like them. I think they're cute. I also think they are usable like year round. These just don't look like an exclusively Halloween decoration to me. Like you wouldn't have to put them away after Halloween time because they're just kind of vintagey looking black little candle holders. I mean, technically that goes for any of your Halloween decorations. If you want ghosts all over your house all year round, you can do that. You can do literally anything you want in your house. Well, I mean, at the very least, decor-wise, like you're pretty free to do what you want. Unless you're Ed Gein. Then maybe not that. But like, if you want to keep your Halloween decorations up all year round, I don't care. Anywho, so these are the 2 little candle holders that came in our $90 box, and these are the candle holders that I was able to find at HomeGoods. And I think these are super cute because they also have little bats on them, just like the candles do. So I thought they would go so well together. They're also very heavy. I have no idea what the bases look like because I didn't take them out of the box, but they're super heavy. Oh wow, okay. There's some big chunky bases there at the bottom, but these are really nice and heavy, and it does come with a pair. One of them is a bit taller with 2 bats on it, and the other is a bit shorter with just 1 bat, but I thought they would go so adorable with the little bat candlesticks. Hopefully they actually fit in the holes. Oh, they do, yay! I can't tell precisely what's crooked. It's either the table, the camera, the candlesticks, or potentially the floor, I don't know. It's probably honestly the table. I did mess with the legs on it just a little bit. Oh, so the same thing happened with the candlesticks from the box. One of them fit really like nice and snug, and then the other one was all like wangly jangly. I guess for this one, I'm also gonna have to melt the bottom of it a little bit, and I guess I could move these to the side instead of just leaning around them. I guess for this one, I'm also gonna have to melt the bottom just a little bit and like shove it in there so it stays nice and put. But I think these are so cute. Oh, these would be adorable in the center of like a dining room table, or just like the center of a, you know, a Halloween scape, maybe on your mantle or something. I think these are super cute. Now, the candle holders themselves, thank goodness I was able to get them on sale, because these guys are originally $29.99, which I feel like is just a bit of an expensive price for home goods stuff. However, I was able to get them on a pretty decent sale for $15 for the pair. So I don't think that's too bad, especially since they're metal. They seem pretty substantial. They're nice and heavy. Now, that definitely bumped up our cost a little bit. So we're up to $39 spent out of our $90 budget. That leaves us $51 for the rest of the items. And I still do have 2 items here Kind of. We'll talk about that one here in a second. So let's go ahead and talk about the ghosty guy. So this was probably the, well, this, I guess this was, yeah, this was the largest item out of the original $90 subscription. It is a metal hollow little ghosty boy. It doesn't have anything to light it up on the inside, but you definitely could, like I said, put a candle or something under here, a fake one, or just a light, and have him like illuminate from his eyes and mouth. And also apparently from his little bottom ghost flap here, because there are a couple holes in the metal itself. I didn't see that last time. It's fairly, I mean, it's cute, but it is fairly lightweight. Doesn't really seem like a super substantial item or anything, but this was like the biggest, most substantial item out of the box. And looking around at the home goods, there were a lot of different ghosts. There are a lot of stuffed ghosts, some like, again, cutesy looking ones. There are some shiny ghosts, a lot of ghosts, but I saw this little guy and I thought he was really cute and had a very similar look as this one. Now this one is a bit larger, like size-wise, but this thing, it's a solid chunk of wood. This is a substantial little ghosty fella. This is like, like this, I don't know why. Rowing was the first thing that came to mind, but like in a home defense type of fashion, this would do a lot more than this would. Not that that's how you should judge what Halloween home decor you buy, but like this one, it has some weight, some heft, some girth. I just thought he was kind of sweet looking, a little kind of like doofy looking almost. He has a really nice little smile to him. There's also some like distressing on it. I like his little like billowy sheet down here at the bottom, but I did also like that it says on the back, this product is handcrafted from acacia wood, known for its durability and its distinctive wood grain patterns, made in Thailand. So I really like that it's handcrafted. I hope the hands that crafted it were well compensated. And it originally was $29.99. The comparison price is $38, but I was able to get it for $15. Usually stuff like this at the Home Goods like wouldn't be 30 bucks to begin with, but it is handcrafted and like I said, solid wood, really nice. I think it'll hold up really well. I think it's nice. I think it's super cute. All right, so at this point we have gone through all of the standard box items and all of my recreation of those items and our little list here of prices. The sale price of everything that I have picked out was $54, so still honestly a little pricey, but $54 compared to the $89.99 or $90. However, if we are looking at like the retail price before I was able to get things on sale, it was a grand total of $96, so more than the $90 that we paid for the subscription box. So I did want to be fair to them on that. However, I still think that we could have recreated this box for definitely under the $90, even without sales, to be fully honest. But the sales really did help me pick out things that I really liked. Now, there is one item left, and the reason that I didn't include this in like the standard items that you get in the box is because this little fella here is actually a free gift with purchase. So not everybody who got like the Halloween box ended up getting this. If you were already subscribed, if you were like a continuing subscriber, I don't believe that you get this. I don't believe that it counts towards the $90 price that you pay or the value included in the box. But I just wanted to go ahead and recreate it anyway because I did get it in my box. So this little like block countdown calendar here, it does have different, you know, things to count down to, which I did really like. I unfortunately wasn't able to find something with like a multiple holiday countdown, but I was able to find this little guy and he goes really well with like, you know, our other little ghost and especially the metal ghost that we got in the first box. And it says days until Halloween and it also has a little block countdown to it. I like that the strings are connecting these blocks here so I won't lose them as easily. I will say, however, I feel like this little fella, this poor little fella here, he looks like he's been through it a bit. There is some chipping of the paint and some scuff marks and things just don't honestly look fantastic, to be fully honest. Now this was also on sale on clearance. I personally think it probably should have been a little bit more on clearance. It originally was $9.99 and I got it for $8. But we'll just say that all the chips and the scuffs and stuff is just distressing. You know, like this little fella. He's distressed in a very like purposeful manner. This one's more distressed in like maybe it fell down like a flight of stairs at some point. Apparently this was also handcrafted. That's always nice. I like it when hands make things as long as the hands are treated well. So this was the last item that I recreated from the box. And again, some people could count technically this in their total value, their total cost for the box, but there are some people that couldn't. So I don't think that the company itself is saying that this is included in your $90 or the total overall value of the box, because it was like an additional item. I just wanted to go ahead and throw him in there, but technically we could go with everything inside of the standard box. We were able to recreate for $54 instead of $90, but if we throw on the ghosty, I was able to get a version of everything inside of the box for $62 instead of $90, so a $28 savings. I still think a little bit expensive on both ends, to be perfectly honest. I do have to say that I kind of like at least some of the items I picked out better. I think the hand towels are going to be very useful for me. I love the little ramekins. I think the candlesticks and candle holders are very, very cute. Now, not everything might have been a home run, but there are definitely options out there. Instead of like getting this exact box, you know, you can get things at discount stores. Again, thrifting would be a fantastic option, and you can get things that you really like, enjoy, you will actually use. And also, like for me, I always go shopping with my mom, so it's nice to spend a little time with her. So there are other options to getting home decor boxes, but if you enjoy getting home decor boxes and you don't mind paying up for them, because you're definitely paying up for them by a lot, then that's perfectly fine too. But that is all for today's Halloween recreation. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about what I was able to pick out versus the box. All of your thoughts and opinions are welcome down below. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It means absolute world to me. I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!